choose from 3 versions of the film.
Hi guys, how are we doing tonight? I missed you so much, and I'm really excited to show you this enormous DVD collection and just drink some coffee with you. So why don't we sit down and sort through them together? Alright, I'm just gonna take a little sip of my cappuccino because it's so cold out. So cold and windy. And let's pick out a movie to look at. I'm seeing Planet of the Apes. I wonder if it's the older one, or yeah, it's the older one because I think the newer one is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. You know, I'm pretty sure I was just watching this the other day with my uncle. I was on my phone, so I wasn't really watching it, but he was. Planet of the Apes. It's kind of difficult to talk a whole lot about certain movies that I've never seen, so I'm gonna try to pick out the ones I know, but I do like the newer ones, although honestly only Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I haven't watched any of the other ones because I got bored with them, but the first one is really good. I remember I watched it for the first time when I was younger, and I was on my period, and I was like crying my eyes out when that guy was like hurting Caesar. This one I also watched with my uncle recently. Stand By Me, classic. This is a really good movie. I was even looking up like little metaphors that were in it that I was curious about. The part where he sees the deer and he doesn't say anything to his friends. I can't remember what the metaphor was. I think it was like that you can just like enjoy some things on your own or something. Like if he shared it with his friends, they may have not believed him, and he just wanted to like keep that moment of joy to himself. But yeah, this is a really cute movie. I like a nice movie about like boy friendships because I just see men are typically more lonely than women, and I think that they can be embarrassed to have like close friendships with their friends. So whenever I see boys be like really close friends, it makes me so happy because girls are so close. I mean, you know, we have no shame in showing each other love. Oh, you know what I do love? Spider-Man. Which one is this? Oh, full screen special edition. I've already watched a few movies on the TV here. I watched Monsters Inc., Holes, and I put Freaky Friday on just for like background noise when I was like just relaxing earlier and having a snack. But I really like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. What's your favorite Spider-Man? I know a lot of people say that he's like the OG. He is Spider-Man, but like Tom Holland was born to be Peter Parker or something. I don't know. He's a good Spider-Man. Tom Holland's a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield is both. Although I don't know. I don't think I can even have a favorite. I honestly like all three. But let's see, what's the difference between this Spider-Man and this Spider-Man? Yeah, is it just the same thing? Yeah. Sorry, I keep not showing you. orange. And then I see one. I was gonna put this one on last night. I struggle. Oh, I forgot to tell you that this is not my movie collection. I'm in an Airbnb. A reason I picked this Airbnb was for this DVD collection because I thought, one, I love movies. I love DVDs. So nostalgic. Two, we can make a nice video together. I did ask to film too. But I remember this one as a kid just being really magical, but I don't remember much about it. Like, I only remember a couple of scenes. Spiderwick Chronicles. I remember reading it in school more than this movie, but it reminds me of like the mystical movies from when I was a kid, like Five Children and It and Narnia and like Bridge 2. I can't remember what it was called, but all the magical movies, like, I don't know, there was just something in them, like the 2000s magic kid movies. I loved Guardians of Gahul. That was an animated one with the owls. I don't know, they just hit different. There's something like so magical about them. Alright, let's see. Oh, now, had I seen this, this would have been on last night. This is one of my favorite movies ever. Shrek, quite a popular movie for different reasons, like meme reasons, but this is like one of the most comforting movies for me ever. I freaking love this movie. I'm gonna put this on to go to sleep tonight. As I was saying earlier, I struggle to sleep in unfamiliar places, but I'm trying to get more comfortable with that so I can go on little adventures. So I don't know, there's something really cozy about this movie collection here. When I'm nervous at night at home, I always put like a cartoon comfort movie on to go to sleep. So being able to do that here is really nice. I'm gonna keep this one out so I can play it tonight when I go to bed. Shrek, great movie. Donkey. Alright, let's see. Let me grab one that I don't know and we can like read about it or something. Now, you can't make fun of me for not knowing most of these movies, please. What is this? Precious. Oh, I know this actress. She's in American Horror Story. What is this about? Precious. Let's see. On Inner City High School. Why did I say on? I have my glasses on. Precious Jones, an inner city high school girl, is illiterate, overweight, and pregnant again. Naive and abused, Precious responds to a glimmer of hope when a door is opened by an alternative school teacher. She is faced with the choice to follow opportunity and test her own boundaries, prepare for shock, revelation, and celebration. Oh, that sounds nice. A genuine work of art, someone from New York Times said. That sounds good. Oh, this one I know. The Pursuit of Happiness. I've seen this a couple times. It's really nice because it's based off of a true story. Yeah, he really gets himself out of a horrible place. It's really sad, but it has a good ending. It's a happy ending. That's a good one. I don't think I would watch it multiple times though. I'm the type of person who, when I'm looking for a movie, I look for one that I've already seen before. I don't know why I do that, just maybe for comfort reasons. Pirates of the Caribbean. I was at Disney recently, and we did this ride, my sister and I loved this ride because of the smell. You know what I'm talking about, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride smell, Caribbean, whatever you want to call it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I like these movies, but there's something about them that can't keep my attention, but I like the vibe, if that makes sense. Like, I'm always intrigued by it, and then I get distracted and I can't finish it, but I like it as like a background thing. should we go up here? You can't see the ones up there, so let's grab from where you can see. Savages. Alright, I recognize him from lots of things. Let's read it. In her consummately executed, I hope I said that right, irreverent drama, like, come on, do we have to use such big words? The Savages, Tamara Jenkins achieves a rare storytelling feature, making us simultaneously laugh and cry. In what may evolve into a new genre, the coming of middle-aged story, she has captured all the pain and misgivings that befall a pair of adult siblings suddenly plucked from their very absorbed lives and forced to care for a parent who never much bothered to care for them. Oh. Let's trace it. The Savages. Alright. In a little bit, there's a whole other section of movies over here, as you can see. In a little bit, I'll go ahead and transition over, and we can look at that shelf as well, if you would like. Oh, what's this? You couldn't see, but I saw this Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. I almost said Charlie in the Chocolate Factory because I prefer the newer one. I don't really like this one. It creeps me out. I like the newer one with Johnny Depp. And I did not watch the one with Timothée Chalamet because something about it just, I don't know. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that movie. I don't know why. I don't know. Charlie pisses me off in this one. I don't know why. He's so much, like, nicer in the new one. Not that he's mean in this one. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I didn't mean to grab from the section that you can't see, but I just saw that one and I wanted to look at it because it was one I knew. What's this? Oh my gosh, this movie. Oh, I love this movie. I remember seeing this as a kid and it felt like a fever dream. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. There is just something laced into this movie that gives it like this certain feel to it. I don't know, but it's so good. I really, really enjoy it. It's so like spooky and dark and creative, and I really, really like it. I know if you don't know Gentle Whispering ASMR, she's one of my favorites. She did a role play from this movie where she was their auntie. I forget her name in the movie, but like the really anxious auntie who like thinks never leaves the house and doesn't turn the heat on because she thinks it's gonna everything's gonna kill her or something. Let me read the back of it for you since I really enjoy this one. If you enjoy movies filled with singing rabbits, exploding spaceships, or cheerleaders, you are holding the wrong DVD entirely. This movie is extremely alarming, an expression which here means a thrilling misadventure involving three ingenious orphans and a villainous actor named Count Olaf Carey, who wants their enormous fortune. It includes a suspicious fire, delicious pasta, Jim Carrey, poorly behaved leeches, an incredibly deadly viper, Meryl Streep, and the voice of an imposter named Jude Law. The only things that can make such a spectacle more upsetting are special features such as commentary by me or outtakes involving nervous laughter. I am bound to continue my research into the lives of the Baldair orphans, but you are free to seek lighter fare like blue cheese fondue. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. Yeah, this is a good one. Where was this? Right here. like this is the first I've seen of it since I saw it when I was a kid. I think I could be wrong, but like, I'm gonna have to Google it because I don't think I'm gonna have time to watch it. But my sister's keeper. But it looks so familiar. Tender, very touching, and immediate audience grabber. What keeps a family together? Nick Cassavetes, I think I said that wrong probably, the director of The Notebook, and John Q again demonstrates his sure hand with the tales of deep human emotion in this inspiring film about a loving family challenged and united by a child's illness. Cameron Diaz, Abigail Breslin, Alec Baldwin, and others in an exceptional cast bring sensitivity to the story of an 11-year-old girl conceived to be a donor for her leukemia-stricken sister, but who finally demands the right to control her own body. This act of free will may tear the Fitzgeralds apart, or it may be the first step to a triumphant realization of devotion, dignity, and what it means to be a family. When did this come out, I wonder? Because I might be thinking of a different movie, actually. I don't know. I don't know. My House in Umbria. When you open your door to strangers, you never know who might come in. Oh boy. I don't want to just keep reading every single background. Alright, you can't see where I'm grabbing from, but I see a really quite thick box here for Lord of the Rings. I thought it would be nice to look inside. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let's tap on the box. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Now this reminds me of those like interactive books from when we were kids, like the pirate one. Was there like a mermaid one or something? You'd open it up and there'd be all different little things you could like pull up and look at. Oh yeah, see, look. There's like a little envelope. Kind of like this. This opens up. Let's shut this because it's getting a little wild here. Oops. Wow. I've also tried to watch The Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It's like I like the vibes of these movies, but they just, there's something that can't. That's pretty. Keep my attention, I don't know. There's another one, let's just look at it briefly to see if it's different. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Oh. Very similar. Little map. Same thing. Just different movies, obviously. Alright, let's go over to the other case and see if there's any I recognize. Alright, I see Elf. Of course, I know Elf. Great movie. I feel like people either love or hate this one. Edward Scissorhands. Yes, I love this movie. This is another kind of like a Christmas movie a little bit because it's during Christmas time at one point. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder. I can never get through this movie because I hate how they do my guy. It makes me so upset. I made a TikTok about this. I always start like looking away from the screen. I'm the type of person who like enjoys a relaxing movie. Like if the plot of a movie is too good, I start getting stressed out because I'm like it actually says a lot about myself. Like I'm not very good with conflict. I am for other people, like really good advice, but when I'm in a conflict, I just want to fix it and it to be over. Oh, this one. I watched this one recently. I never really liked this one. I like comedies. I like the actors, but I don't know. I don't find this one that funny. Don't hate me. But I watched this once when I was younger, and I remember not thinking it was that funny. And then I watched it again recently, and I was like, yeah, there's a couple parts that made me laugh, but I didn't like love it. I almost watched this earlier. I've been talking about this movie a lot recently. I don't know why. Like Manny has come up, Sid has come up, Scrat. I was showing my uncle little videos of Scrat, and he was laughing at them. I loved this movie when I was younger. I used to watch this movie on repeat all day long. It would end and I'd say again. I just keep watching it over and over. Oh, this is such a good one, you guys, with Tom Hanks and Leonardo. Catch Me If You Can. It's based off of a true story. I actually watched this in a criminal justice class when I was in high school for the first time, and I was like, I was so invested. It's like the best feeling to go into class either knowing you're watching a movie or the teacher pulls out the TV and you're gonna watch a movie. So exciting, and even better when the movie is actually really, really good. I remember that also happened in my history class in sophomore year. We watched The Pianist, which is a movie about the Holocaust, and it is really accurately depicted in fridge just started making noise, so I hope that doesn't bother you. The directors, there were 3 of these, so I was wondering, I don't know what that is. The dish. Goodbye, Solo. Remember when these would skip when you were younger, and you would like keep kind of trying to clean it, and it would just keep skipping and skipping. So frustrating when you were like super into a movie and it would just skip a whole section of it because it was scratched. Remember Happy Feet? I remember there's been people recently going back and rewatching this one and like laughing at it. Like, man just really wanted to dance. Alright guys, I think that's all the movies that I'm gonna look at tonight. Thank you so much for relaxing with me and sorting through some movies. That was so fun. I had such a great time. I hope you thought it was as relaxing as I did, and that it, as I pull up like this creepy one to put you to sleep, what's wrong with me? I hope that you'll come back and watch some more videos with me and relax with me more. I also made a vlog style video of my weekend here in New Hampshire. I'm in New Hampshire. If you'd like to see that on my new channel I have, it's linked in the description. And I'm gonna insert some clips from my trip, kind of ASMR style now. If you would like to see that. If not, if you were just here for the movies, you can click off. Maybe you're sleeping, you're sound asleep, and it doesn't matter. But let me also just show you some soap that I bought that smells so freaking good really quick. It's such a windy day. The wind chimes are like really putting in the work out there. This is locally made soap and it smells so good. I got this lavender one. And then here, smell. And then I got this green apple one, and I'm so excited to use them. I've been trying to get to like bar soap completely to be more like sustainable and use less chemicals and stuff. I use a bar shampoo, bar conditioner, and now I have nice bar soap. I just wanted to show you that. I got it at this adorable breakfast place that I went to that I'll insert some clips of. The food was so good. It was all like farm to table. It was like family owned. It had just opened up March 1st for maple syrup season. Such delicious maple syrup. But yeah, go ahead and see some clips of my trip. So I first arrived at a winery. I was about 2 minutes down the road. It was so windy this day. The whole weekend, honestly, there was this giant tree in the way. And lucky me, right in time, this guy came to move it over for me. I had actually called the winery and they would not answer. But this is the winery. Of course, it'd be much prettier in the summertime, but it was